initially got started was while I was going to this high school, I got into real estate and I got into all these other different businesses and be able to talk to you guys. Yeah, doing hair was
people and environments around me.
to do natural hair. You can get that license at the age of 16. Or when I opened the clothing store, I got a little.
It says we need to get rid of this house.
Be unsure. Just speak with confidence and boldness, and people will gravitate to you. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Miss D, and I'm back again. So currently, right now, I'm here at the high school that I graduated from. But I started going to Brooks Barlow Collegiate High School, and I selected this school because it was a non-profit charity school, and there wasn't a fee in order to attend. So I'm back here, and I'm here to share my story. It just means a whole lot to me that the high school that I graduated from is the high school that God has allowed for me to come back and actually speak at. So check out this video and watch and hear what I got to tell these kids, y'all. And so, like she said, I own a bunch of different businesses dealing with real estate, credit repair, YouTube, all of it, or whatever. But how I initially got started was while I was going to this high school, I started doing hair. And so I had started working as a hair assistant inside of a hair salon. And 2 months after I graduated from here, I opened up my own salon. And so from opening up my own salon at the age of 18, I got into real estate and I got into all these other different businesses. So that is initially how I got started. And to be able to open the doors for the different revenues in which I make money in order to support the team and grow all these other different businesses and be able to talk to you guys. Yeah, doing hair was my gift when I was in high school. And it opened many doors for me. And I just basically built from there. So, what are some of the gifts that you guys have? I would love to know. Some things that you guys are good at. I would love to know. Let's start off here. A skill. It could be a hobby or a skill.
Well, I guess I like YouTube and stuff like that.
That's good because some YouTubers, there's nothing wrong with it. You want to share and say?
I'm good at understanding people and environments around me.
Oh, you're smart. Yes. And so even with all the great gifts that are in this room, you can go ahead now and start thinking about different ways that you could develop that. So even with you just doing hair, I was once in the same seat, in the same school, doing this. I don't even know at this point, Lord. You got five. Mm-hmm.
And so these businesses are mainly privately owned businesses?
Yes. Yes, all of them.
So meaning like you help like co-found them?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
When did you get your first business?
18, 2 months after I graduated from here. 2 months after I graduated from here. And even some of the gifts are business. So that way, 2 months later after I graduated from here, I was able to go ahead and, operate my business.
What's your first company?
My first company is Unique Hair. It's a hair salon. I still got it. It's been about 10 years. A little bit over 10 years. And it's off 56 and 7 Terrace. We got barbers too.
What gravitated you toward real estate?
Just to be able to create passive income. Because with being a hairdresser, you make money based off the services that you do. And so I wanted to create passive income and have money coming in where I didn't have to physically work. We should be making money while we're sleeping. And so that's the goal. I want me and my team and my family for us to be able to rest and still get a check. Of initially how I got started. I started off just a girl doing hair. That was all. Just simple. I was sitting in the same seats wearing the same uniform. I remember the khaki bottoms. I remember that. And we had to wear black shoes. I don't know if they still make that a requirement, but we had to wear black shoes, y'all. And so, yeah, I started here while I was in high school, and I actually graduated from this high school as well. Do anyone have any questions in regards to my job, what I do? Yes, ma'am.
How could you have done it in high school? Would you like need a permit to
Have your cosmetology license and also a braider's license, which basically means that you do natural hair. And so because I went ahead and got my braider's license to do natural hair, you can get that license at the age of 16. So I would say whatever you desire to do, look and see what is the age limit, because it might not even be 18. I didn't have to wait till I was 18 to get my license. As long as I was 16, I was able to get my license. So that's initially how I got started. Yes.
go to college for it?
It's not, you don't have to go to college for hair.
It's a trade.
Yeah, it's a trade. Yeah. But I have went to college. I'm currently in college. I graduate next month with my master's degree, and I start my doctorate in January. When I was actually here at this high school, I did dual enrollment, and I was going to a private college, and I was doing business administration and with a minor of entrepreneurship. And I was like, why am I still in college for business when I own a business? So don't think that you have to wait until you get a business degree to start a business, because you don't. You do not need a business degree. I had to end up switching my major, y'all, because I already had a business, and I learned that being in college, they don't teach you how to own a business. They teach you how to be a manager. And so me being who I am, I would say most of my experience and things that I've learned have came from real life. It did not come from a textbook. Just being out here, just trying to make it. In regards to even pursuing to get my license, I wouldn't have known that information unless I looked it up. So I would say whatever you desire to do, to look up the requirements.
To your starting kids, like, what's your advice from like starting out your business to like going to a full-on company?
Got you. I actually own the clothing store in Brandon Mall, so that's good that you're running it up. I would say social media is major today, as far as like products, as far as like image goes when you're dealing with clothes. So image is everything. Being consistent and making sure you have quality pictures. As long as you got quality pictures and you're consistent with your website, you know. So with the clothing store, when I opened the clothing store, I got a lot of recognition from it, and it generated a lot of people to me. Going along, getting thousands of dollars a month for the space, but yet I got this website that is generating me more money that costs $40 a month. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But I would have never gotten that much recognition if I didn't physically open my physical location.
Renting out the place, or is there a place?
We deal with three different areas. We do an Airbnb, we do flip, and we do rent. I like all of them. Somebody from a previous class asked which business is my favorite. I like doing stuff I just love doing. I feel like there's no limit. So I'm just there. I dare to be different. Fearless, completely fearless. But yeah, we deal with Airbnb, renting, and flipping. All of them have their different benefits, but as far as flipping goes, it's more so like a gamble. And you know, I got a whole team. We got families to feed. So I don't got time to just be gambling, and so that's where the renting comes in at, because it's passive income every month and it's consistent. But the flipping helps us, you know, double money to where we're able to go out and do more business ventures, buy more properties, you know, get the team bonuses or whatever, and allow for us to go to a higher height. I'm big on the social media. If you Google Millionaire Ms. D, you will see me. I got music videos, talking, all this different stuff. Yeah, I'm heavy on the social media. I'd like to encourage people, you know, stuff like that.
What's your profile called? Because I'm
It's Millionaire Ms. D. Yeah, that's
Millionaire Miss D.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Millionaire Ms. D. And if you have questions,
Your principal, when you were here at high school, was it Phildra? It was.
I was talking about her earlier.
She was phenomenal.
What I can share a brief story about her. I was going to Sly Middle School, and I told myself if I go to high school with the same kids that I'm currently with, I'm not going to make it out of the system. And so I'm like, I need to go to a better school so I have a better opportunity in life.
What do you mean by like, you go in and pay the taxes that they do?
Okay.
Like what?
Depending on how long you don't pay, they have the right to take it home. Yeah, so even though you bought this house, the government has a right to take it if you don't pay taxes on your house each year. Yeah.
And she knows how to be at the right place at the right time when the government says we need to get rid of this house, because we don't want to own it.
Yep.
And you either bid auction or you pay cash, depending on what happens on the steps, right?
Yep, you're definitely.
They do it out in front of the courthouse, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So she gets a house for very little money, goes in, fixes it up, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how that.
Great way to do it if you've got capital.
Yeah. It's really good. Yeah. Anybody else have any other questions? You look like me. So basically, my current responsibilities now as a chief executive officer is just generating more passive income so my team can work less and make actually more money. Because I just desire for us to be with our families, to grow and stuff like that. So decisions here today plays a part in your tomorrow. Because if I didn't make that decision while I was in high school to start working and doing hair and stuff like that, there's no way I would be standing before y'all today. I probably was I don't know where I would be at.
Gracious me, how you went from just working at a simple job to like starting your own business. Like I want to follow like the same sort of path you did and like be able to do something I enjoy and still make enough money to support it.
My business with like $200 to $300, like $300, like to my name. It wasn't like that's what I had to invest. That was all I had, period. And so I come from a family where I did not have a lot of family support physically and financially. So I was like, it's either fly or I'm gonna just sink, do or die kind of thing. Because I already had my own apartment, I was already out here as an adult. So I'm like, I just have to give it my all. And so when I actually opened up my first business inside of the flea market, and I got the space in the flea market for $250. And so that's initially how I got started. And there was junk inside of the unit in the flea market, and I turned that, somebody else's trash as treasure. That's exactly what happened. I turned that trash into treasure. And so I used what was in the space in order to, turn it into a hair salon. That's initially how I got started. And so as far as generating clientele and things of that nature, I showed up to work every day like I had 1 million people. So, people gravitate towards your confidence when you have a confidence in what you're doing. Even if you're unsure, just speak with confidence and boldness, and people will gravitate to you with that.
Do you feel like you hair here and there sometimes?
I do it whenever the shop needs help or
What shop?
we have a salon off of 56 and Temple Terrace across from Wendy's. Yeah. Mm-hmm.